Good evening and welcome back to the Local Eye. I'm Emily Jeffers.
And I'm Jasmine Campbell. In news tonight, gas prices. Why are they so high? We're getting you some answers. But first, Winter Storm Alfred from last year and the impact that it still has 1 year later. Last October, the storm delivered a rare white Halloween. Local Eye reporter Andrew Sachs has a story on the storm and what it means to us a year later.
Last Halloween weekend, a freak snowstorm slammed into New England, leaving areas just like this, blanketed in more than 30 inches of snow, interrupting everyone's lives.
The storm, nicknamed Alfred, left Connecticut with over 800,000 power outages, leaving residents without electricity, in some cases for weeks. People were suddenly without the basic luxuries of hot water and heat. Students Tori Wojak and Corey Almeida remember hosting their friends that were left without power.
A lot of our friends were coming over and showering and just plugging in their stuff at our place. But otherwise, thankfully, we stockpiled up on food, but we weren't able to go out for a long time.
I was pretty much experiencing the same thing. Like, everyone would just come over to my dorm and use my electricity, and so.
What helped the storm knock out so much power was the amount of leaves still on the trees. Earl Hoggard, a resident of Middletown, remembers.
The trees still had a lot of leaves on them. So when it snowed and then turned around and froze, that put a lot of weight on the limbs, so they broke and they fell on the lines and tore it all down.
Classes for college and grade schools were canceled because of the intense storm.
I think all of my classes were canceled, like, that whole week. And we were just, like, waking up and, like, oh, school's canceled again.
Commuters and faculty were unable to get to their campuses.
Central, like, we have so many commuters that go to our school, and so that was, I think, one of the biggest problems, and that's why they canceled.
With Alfred arriving over Halloween weekend, many townships were forced to delay Halloween celebrations or, in the most extreme cases, canceled them, leaving some residents frustrated.
Your kids already have costumes. Just warn people, caution them to be safe. Maybe stay in their own neighborhood, but
that's the best possible.
Yeah, canceling something just sounds a little strange.
Governor Dan Malloy declared a state of emergency during the storm and strongly advised families and their children against trick-or-treating.
I don't think one person can just declare that you can't have a holiday.
Exactly.
So I can understand where he was coming from, but it's like someone saying there's going to be no Christmas now. Yeah. No one's going to follow it. It's just they're still going to go out and do it. You can warn people, say be careful, but you can't just
go ahead and cancel.
It's hard to go and be like, we're going to cancel Halloween. So
you can't
if someone
go out.
knocks on your door, don't open.
The state of Connecticut and the CLNP are actively preparing the state by removing trees near power lines to help better prepare us for another Alfred. But even with all the damage, some residents still made the best of a bad situation.
We still had fun.
We still had fun, yeah. It was just snowing, and we went out and played in the snow. That's basically it.
This is Andrew Sachs reporting for the Local Eye.
After Alfred, the state created a panel to evaluate the effects of Alfred and Irene to better prepare ourselves for future storms.
As gas prices rise, so do people's frustrations. Jasmine Campbell has the story.
We thought gas prices were outrageous after the winter storm Alfred in 2011, when they rose 21 cents a gallon. The aftermath left prices at $3.79 a gallon, but look at them now.
This is ridiculous because there's no reason why we are paying $4 a gallon.
Over the years, gas prices have been rising and decreasing continuously.
Yeah, up and down like in a wave. Yeah, like in a wave. You're riding the wave. Hey.
According to AAA, the average price for gas in Connecticut has reached $3.92 a gallon. This leaves people questioning how much longer they can afford to drive to work.
I see no reason why, except the gas company making more and more money off of us. And the regulations, as far as I'm concerned, they're not being followed. Come on. They keep telling us that they want to help the middle-class people. Where?
People are constantly pointing fingers.
But we're not the people who control the gas prices here. It's the head company, which is Sunoco.
But who is really to blame?
I think, Congress and the Senate, they've got to get off their dust. We blame the president for everything, but without those two institutions, nothing happens for the president.
These high gas prices are caused by the price of crude oil, which makes up 72% of the gas price, with the other 28% being influenced by the distribution and taxes.
I feel like it's too high and that middle-class Americans can't afford to drive to work anymore. I think it may go down temporarily due to the upcoming election, but it'll probably go right back up.
Through all the frustration, there is hope that these prices may start to further decrease. With winter on its way, the need for travel will decrease along with the prices for now. Winter fuel is less expensive because it is different than the summer grade ingredients.
When I first got my license, I think it was like $1.40 something, so that's good. I like that price.
Under $3 would be great.
$3 a gallon.
But some people think that that won't make a difference this year.
Probably not. We don't have no tolls or anything in Connecticut. Like compared to New York, New Jersey, there's just nothing here that could really generate money for us to get lower gas prices.
Although, there is no telling what our future holds. I'm Jasmine Camel, reporting for Middlesex Community College's Local Eye.
If you're looking for the cheapest gas prices in Connecticut, go to www.connecticutgasprices.com.
Looking for something new and interesting to do with friends? Well, Cromwell is offering something for people to do that isn't an ordinary sport. Find out where you and your friends could go to have some fun. This story and more only on The Local Eye.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Be fine, Mom. You just don't worry. We'll be okay.
Oh, the books. Did you get all the books?
Yes, I have the books right here.
You know, this is a big responsibility, PJ.
Here's your books, Mom. Have a great class.
You guys stay out of trouble.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Anna Wasesha, president of Middlesex Community College. I know how mind-boggling it can be to make a decision about which college or which program is right for you, or to help someone you care about make that decision. That's why I think starting out or restarting your college career at a community college is such a great idea. Our faculty and staff are here to help you make good choices about the 3 C's: college, career, and community involvement. I hope you'll visit Middlesex soon to see if we're the right college for you.
Connecticut's community colleges offer affordable higher education that can help you succeed in the information age. Thousands of Connecticut community college graduates have earned degrees in high-demand fields like technology, manufacturing, allied health, nursing, and more. And thousands of our alumni have transferred to some of the best universities in the country. Looking for expert faculty and a supportive learning environment? Enroll at a Connecticut community college for education that works for a lifetime.
Welcome back. Do art galleries and music sound like a fun evening? Every first Friday of the month is Arts and Music for residents of New Haven's historic 9th Square. Every month, the streets of Chapel and Orange come to life with music, dancing, and fine art to show off both talents, new and old. Each month has a theme celebrating a distinct part of the fine art.
War game simulations and close quarters battle. Airsoft is taking off as a new and exciting activity. Ishmael Rodriguez has the story in Cromwell.
A sport called Airsoft is gaining lots of attention here in Connecticut. This up-and-coming sport has found a home here in Cromwell.
Airsoft is like paintball. They shoot plastic pellets, 6mm rounds. It's similar to paintball. Same teams, same objectives, capture the flag or hostage games.
Many paintball players are turning to Airsoft because of the intensity and realism the sport offers.
It's like where people have pretty realistic looking guns and you fight other people using plastic BBs as opposed to real bullets.
Here at Cromwell CQB, The 6mm BBs can travel up to 350 feet per second. At these speeds, safety player is required to wear protective gear.
I keep my guns on safety when I'm not using them. I wear goggles, I wear a face mask and stuff.
It's just as long as everybody obeys the rules, keep their guns on safety at all times, and especially in the back, keep their mask on in the fields. Nobody gets hurt. That's my main concern. I just make sure that everybody has fun.
I come here with my friend, and yeah, it's fun.
Game on! Once the game is started, honesty is as important as a steady shot.
You're on the honor system, so if you're hit, you're out, and you have to call it yourself.
Tight hallways and small rooms are trademarks of close quarters sport. Here at CQB in Cromwell, players battle in these halls in a safe environment, closely watched by the referee.
So with this, once you get your equipment, it's $20 and you're good to go for hours.
It's a lot of work. You gotta really carry yourself through it all. So it could be considered a sport someday soon, as more people are being interested.
It's a good place. They come, they make new friends. It's always the same group of kids. It's a good place. You stay out of trouble. You're just here making new friends.
With the capture of a flag and a tactical withdrawal, the mission is accomplished.
Game over! Alpha wins!
I'm Ishmael Rodriguez at Cromwell Airsoft CQB for the local eye.
If you're interested in a friendly game of airsoft at Cromwell CQB, visit www.ccairsoft.net. The Rails to Trails Walk in Southington is getting a new look. There are some new graffiti and paintings on the Rails to Trails Walk in Southington. The Southington Community Cultural Arts has painted four murals along the trail. Graffiti art now covers the buildings once tainted by random graffiti. Southington is showing their community that graffiti can be a good thing if it was done in the right way. People that walk the trail are now welcome with beautiful art by local painters. The TriTown Trail project is still facing a major roadblock. The plan is to connect the towns of Groton, Ledyard, and Preston with a 15-mile bike trail. The trail will use many popular trails already used by the public, but one planned route runs through the private property of Groton Utilities. The company fears liability in cases of injuries on their land. However, there are plans to go around the private property if Groton Utilities continues to reject the plan. If you would like to stay updated on the TriTown Trail, visit their Facebook page at www.facebook.com/TriTown Trail.
Residents took a cruise down to Middletown High School for the 27th Antique Classical Car and Truck Show and Flea Market. The annual event is hosted by Middlesex County Historical Society. The event attracted people with their vintage cars. There are 16 categories ranging from Mustangs to military vehicles. A model toy and hobby shop was featured in the flea market, having booths selling cars, parts, along with small model trucks and cars. Local farmers make an investment in the county. At the close of their 10th season, the West End Farmers Market is still offering a vibrant marketplace for its customers as well as local farmers. A volunteer committee of neighborhood residents strives to provide the Hartford community with access to fresh foods. The West End Civic Organization hopes that educating its customers about locally grown foods will build a stronger social fabric.
The snack food company FritoLay has plans to expand their Killingly warehouse. The maker and distributors of FritoLay are receiving up to $4 million in tax credits from the state. The company plans to spend $38 million on high-tech distribution equipment that will boost their efficiency and delivery. With the rest of the money going to the expansion of the building, it will increase from 370,000 square feet to 450,000 square feet. In a press release, Governor Malloy said this expansion was a commitment on behalf of the company staying in Connecticut. If you like being scared and also like to help people, Lake Compounce is the place to go.
During Halloween, they hold a spooky event to help raise money to find a cure for a growing disease. Our reporters have the story about the ghostly place coming up only on The Local Eye.
Connecticut's community colleges offer affordable higher education that can help you succeed in the information age. Thousands of Connecticut community college graduates have earned degrees in high-demand fields like technology, manufacturing, allied health, nursing, and more. And thousands of our alumni have transferred to some of the best universities in the country. Looking for expert faculty and a supportive learning environment? Enroll at a Connecticut community college for education that works for a lifetime.
The Trail of Terror is up and running another successful year. The Trail of Terror comes to Wallingford for 1 month every year in October for some Halloween fun. It is an hour walk of trail with tons of scary things and monsters to keep you on your toes. It's open Friday through Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Facing your fears at the haunted graveyard at Lake Compounce helps save lives. Siobhan Davis is in Bristol to explain.
We're at the haunted graveyard at Lake Compounce where the thrills never die.
That's true.
We first started on the Moose Lodge at Randolph Road, then we moved to Lyman Orchards, and then we in Middlefield, and then we moved to Lake Compounce. They wanted to extend their season, and more amusement parks were moving into Halloween events.
The owner, Ernie Romajali, began decorating his yard for Halloween when his daughter Joanna was just 6 years old and diagnosed with type 1 or juvenile diabetes.
And the first big holiday after she returned to school was Halloween, and I decided to decorate the yard to keep her mind off the candy.
For 21 years, the haunted graveyard has attracted thousands of people a season to be scared for a good cause.
Beware the spirits.
Scary. It was really scary. They're like inside, and every corner is wow, woo, woo. Yeah.
There's this one dude on the ceiling. He was like,
I know that was
got
really
us. Oh, got us
he
so
was
good.
Just sticking to the ceiling, and no one expected him.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was
We needed a larger venue. We had literally outgrown Lyman Orchards, and it was a perfect match for us. I mean, it's a great partnership. They handle all the parking and ticketing, and we can concentrate on scaring people.
The graveyard has gone from a couple of decorations in his front yard to hundreds of mechanical monsters scattered along a 45-minute walk. Over 150 live actors wander the trails, frightening people young and old.
I said, can't you hear me? I said we're closed!
This employee talks about his years of service to the graveyard.
I just signed up for it, and my brother worked here back years ago, and my mom did, so I just joined the ranks,
Since 1991, the Haunted Graveyard has donated $800,000 to the American Diabetes Association.
Finding a cure for my daughter is very, very important to me, and I hope before I get too much older there is a cure out there.
I know a diabetic. So
yeah, my cousin's a diabetic, so we do a walk every year.
This is Siobhan Davis reporting for the Local Eye.
If you would like to help Ernie find a cure for diabetes, visit www.hauntedgraveyard.com for information on how to become a sponsor.
Lyman Orchard is hosting a corn maze for the fall season. This year, the theme of the maze is the historic rivalry between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Open until the beginning of November, the maze offers about 4 acres of paths to get lost in. There are also many other fall-related activities to find at the property. Lyman Orchard is located at the junctions of Route 147 and 157 in Middlefield. Last year, due to flooding, the popular Portland Fair was canceled, leaving many people upset. This year, the fair went on as planned, but did it live up to people's expectations? The cancellation of last year's Portland Fair had many fairgoers awaiting for the arrival of the 2012 Portland Fair. The Portland High School Marching Band opened up the fair with the playing of the national anthem. After the band's performance, First Select Woman Susan Bransfield also had a few words to add to officially start the fair.
I want to, as I said, welcome everyone tonight. It's a wonderful opportunity to see everybody and to participate. Go to every booth, eat everything you can.
This year's Portland Fair had the return of favorite rides and new ones as well. Wristbands were offered on Friday and Sunday as a popular and easier option for the ride seekers. Besides the rides, there was also another thing that many people were looking forward to.
Well, the food. The food is the greatest.
Food stands offering cheesesteaks, fried dough, onion rings, Thai food, kettle corn, pizza, and warm drinks such as coffee, hot chocolate, tea, and apple cider helped satisfy most people's cravings. Many people believed that the fair would have more money for this year's fair due to the cut of the 2011 one not happening, but fair president Don Bascom said that wasn't the case.
Actually, shutting down last year sort of hurt us. We started up on a real small budget this year, but we've had a lot of volunteers and a lot of people that gave donations, and we're able to bring the fair back.
The Portland Fair is a part of the Association of Connecticut Fairs. This involvement requires animals to be shown at the fair. The animals are also a popular part of the fair.
One of the requirements is that we have animals, and I think that makes this fair, is to be able to have the cattle and the small animals here.
The Portland Fair is a tradition for many people, including resident Lou Pear, who has been coming to the fair for 25 years.
Most part, it's pretty much the same. There are more displays now. There are more different type of things that happen at the fair. That's community-based, and I think those are really great things for the fair.
Bands from all over the state came to play their music to help entertain the crowds. There were 2 separate stages located at the fairgrounds, so wherever people were, they were able to hear music.
And make sure you listen to all the great bands that are here this weekend.
A tent at the fair called the Village Meeting Place holds many crafts and collections. Things included in the tent are pottery, photography contests, and booths advertising local businesses. Political tents, booths selling clothing, jewelry and accessories, and local companies line the pathways of the fair. Many people were pleased that the weather was nice enough to keep the fair open this year. Even though the temperature was chilly, people bundled up and enjoyed the fair that they have been coming to for years.
Oh, I would coming to the fair for a good 25 years. We've had the fair at different locations, but when it was near the Dairy Queen on Route 66, I went there when I was younger, and now I come here and have a great time at the fair.
I love this fair. When I was a kid, there was always a fair here, and that's why I decided to bring the fair back to Portland.
The Portland Fair was held the weekend of October 12th, and it was a success. Preparations for next year's fair are already underway. If you would like to know more information about the Portland Fair, you can visit www.portlandfair.com. From September 22nd to October 31st, Pumpkin Town, USA, located in East Hampton, was a popular fall destination for families. Customers took a tour through Pumpkin Village, which is home to over 30 different pumpkin characters. A pumpkin in jail and a wedding ceremony are common to see while walking through town. Besides the pumpkins, the hay maze and the ride at Pumpkin Town, which took a tour through the Pumpkin Town forest, were also popular attractions. 25% of the admissions fee went to the Sandy Pazinski Breast Cancer Foundation.
Thank you for watching The Local Eye. Tune in next week to see stories about Hurricane Sandy and the renovations at Southington Middle Schools. I'm Jasmine Camel.
And I'm Emily Jeffers. See you next week.